In 2018, we made a bold claim. We announced to our reservation holders that we would start production within the year. Of course, as you all know, this did not happen. To cut the long story short, our production partner was acquired just before the launch of production. So by the end of 2018, we stood there without a production partner and with a product that was not yet fulfilling our expectations. But we still believed in our vision of creating a new product category that was more space-saving, eco-friendly, and practical than in a conventional car. Just like our father did in 1999, when he created a new product category with the invention of the micro kick scooter. And so we tried to see the only positive thing about our situation. We could really start from scratch and build the Microlino how we originally envisioned it to be. And that's how we created the Microlino 2.0.
But what is the Microlino really? When Apple announced the iPad, they made one thing clear. It had to be better at some specific things than either a laptop or a smartphone. And we think the Microlino can do that too, but in the mobility world. So let's have a look at the 3 main use cases for any vehicle. Leisure trips, like going on a ride on the weekend. Routine trips, like going to work or grocery shopping. And long-distance trips, like going on vacation or on a business trip. And I think it becomes pretty obvious in which types of trips the Microlino truly excels in. It is simply the best choice for routine trips all year round. Compared to cars, it is more practical and you move a lot less weight. Compared to motorbikes, you're weather protected and can carry cargo. And all of this while using only 1/3 of the resources that a conventional electric car uses. But to do that, we had to turn things upside down. We could not just design a vehicle around these 5% of leisure trips like conventional cars are designed for. We had to focus on these 95% of routine trips that you do all year round. We knew to be a real alternative, we could not just shrink down a conventional car. We had to rethink entirely what a car can be. And in other words, we had to create an iPad and not just a laptop with a touch display.
But now, let's focus on the Microlino itself. Already in 2018, with the Microlino 1.0, we think we have achieved our goal to a great extent. But we were not yet satisfied. Based on our experience and customer feedback on the Microlino 1.0, we created the Microlino 2.0 to follow our vision even more closely. So let's dive right into the details. I think the first and most important feature is what automotive engineers call the body in white. The body in white is basically the skeleton of the car and has the biggest impact when it comes to longevity and safety of a vehicle. There are 3 main possibilities to choose from. A tubular frame, which is what literally all the manufacturers are using in our segment. In fact, it is also how we built the Microlino 1.0. But there is literally just one benefit to it. It's cheap. It is less safe, less rigid, and has a significantly lower lifespan to it. The second possibility is an extruded aluminum chassis. This is what some low-volume manufacturers are using because the investments are significantly lower. On the other hand, the unit prices are higher due to the aluminum that is used. Last but not least, a unibody steel chassis. This is technically by far the best solution when it comes to safety and longevity of any vehicle. And it's virtually why every car on the road nowadays is made this way. When we redesigned the Microlino, we wanted to make it as safe as possible and also as long-lasting as possible. And so for us, the choice was clear. The Microlino is the first vehicle in its category to feature a unibody steel chassis, and with that is raising the standards in terms of safety and quality of our category.
So from a construction standpoint, the Microlino stands up pretty well against its competition. But what about some of the other specs? Well, it looks pretty good. As you can see, we beat our competition in pretty much any spec that there is. Let's start with range. The Microlino has significantly more range than any other product in its category. In fact, it matches even some way bigger vehicles. The trunk space is big enough to carry even a big piece of luggage, or 3 beer crates, or anything you can think of. None of our competitors can match this. And also when it comes to power, the Microlino has significantly more compared to any comparable vehicle on the market right now. And last but not least, something you really can't measure, but something you have to feel for yourself. The Microlino is incredibly fun to drive because of all of the mentioned specs. I promise you, whenever you will ride your Microlino, it will immediately put a grin on your face. Now you're thinking, all of these specs must surely have their price. And you're right. On the surface, it might look like that. Because there are cheaper alternatives to a Microlino. But to really be cheaper, you have to steal ideas from the consumer electronics industry. And what do all consumer electronics products have in common? Yes, they are useless after just a few years. It's because they are not designed to be repaired or be resold. But this is precisely what we wanted the Microlino to be. We wanted the Microlino to be extremely long-lasting, because only then you can be truly sustainable. So when you're thinking about price, think about this. The real cost of a vehicle is not its purchasing price. It is the difference between what you can buy and what you can sell for. And because of that, we think the Microlino is not only the best, but also the most affordable and sustainable vehicle in its category.
But as we have learned the hard way, it's not just about designing and developing a vehicle. The hard part is actually building it. So when we had the chance to rethink our manufacturing strategy, we did it. For the Microlino 1.0, we had outsourced the production. But over time, we realized that to produce a truly great product, we had to produce in-house. But how do you achieve that without any experience in that field? Well, we found just a partner who had this experience. The Italian company Cecomp was building the first purpose-built sharing vehicle from 2011 till 2019. So they had the perfect experience to help us dive into the manufacturing process. For those of you who do not know how a car is made, there are 3 main steps. First, you start building the skeleton of the vehicle, or so-called body in white. This is done using big stamping presses and welded together by robots. The second step is the painting. Because cars are expected to have a long lifetime, you use specific paint and multiple layers to paint a complete body. The last step is the final assembly. This is where you mount all the different components together. Test the vehicle before it is delivered to the end customer. So with the help of our partner Cecomp, we decided to refurbish part of their factory to build the Microlino. Now we have our plant manager, Giuseppe Livani, with us. So, Giuseppe, we have a few questions. Maybe, first of all, can you present yourself?
Buongiorno a tutti, sono Giuseppe Livani, Plant Manager di Microlino Italia. I miei primi 16 anni di lavoro li ho trascorsi in Fiat Auto, carrozzerie, e ho ricoperto il ruolo di capo e gestore operativo sulle linee di Panda, Punto e Marea. Ricordo ancora in quegli anni quando producevamo circa 300 vetture Panda a turno, circa 1000 vetture al giorno di Panda e 800 Punto al giorno sulle linee di Mirafiori. Nel 2005 mi sono spostato in Pininfarina e ho ricoperto il ruolo di responsabile di produzione, prima nello stabilimento di San Giorgio per la produzione delle nuove Alfa Brera e Spider, e poi successivamente nello stabilimento di Bairo ho seguito le produzioni di Ford e Mitsubishi. In questi ultimi 10 anni mi sono occupato di auto elettriche e col gruppo francese Bolloré abbiamo prodotto Blue Car e Blue Summer, 2 vetture elettriche prodotte in quello stabilimento e destinate al car sharing per la stessa compagnia francese Bolloré. Da luglio 2021 faccio parte della squadra Microlino Italia e ho accettato questa entusiasmante sfida. Ricordo ancora qualche mese fa, quando abbiamo sollevato le prime colonne della linea di assemblaggio che vedete qui alle mie spalle, e in pochi mesi, il 21 marzo di quest'anno, il 21 marzo 2022, abbiamo inaugurato la linea di assemblaggio, inserendo le prime vetture preserie.
So clearly, Giuseppe has a lot of experience in the manufacturing part. So Giuseppe, what do you think are the main challenges right now in ramping up the production?
Quest'anno per noi di Microlino è un anno molto importante, denso di impegni e sfide da raggiungere. Prima tra tutti, e sicuramente la più importante, è quella di realizzare da qui a fine anno il nostro piano produttivo, ovvero 1500 veicoli che vogliamo produrre fino alla fine dell'anno. È sicuramente una sfida impegnativa con la situazione economica e la situazione dei mercati che tutti conosciamo. Ma non ci fermiamo qua, stiamo progettando e realizzando una linea di verniciatura dove prepareremo e verniceremo le nostre Microlino e poi stiamo realizzando un'area funzionale costituita da una prova idrica e una customer line finale dove prepareremo e assegneremo i nostri veicoli ai clienti finali. Colgo l'occasione di questa intervista per ringraziare tutti i nostri collaboratori, partner e soprattutto i nostri fornitori e il mio team che sta lavorando su questo progetto e stiamo correndo per il raggiungimento di questi obiettivi. Vi saluto e vi ringrazio, vi auguro di incontrarci per le vie di Torino con la nostra Microlino. Un saluto e a presto, ciao!
So thank you very much, Giuseppe, for your insights. And now let's have a look at how that looks like. We will launch the Microlino in 4 distinct editions. Each version is targeted at a specific need and has a completely different look and feel to it. The Urban Edition is our entry-level version for the purists. It will come in 2 colors and comes with the 6 kWh battery included that gives you a range of around 91 kilometers. It will be available starting from the second quarter of 2023. The Dolce Edition is for our retro lovers. It will come in 5 different colors, has the sunroof as standard, and you can choose from all the 3 battery sizes. It also features nice chrome details, our signature LED light, and some really cool styling options, such as the Dolce Premium interior and rims. The Competizione Edition is for the futurists. It will come in 3 matte body colors and has the sunroof, our signature light, and the 10.5 kWh battery as standard. Also, the Competizione has unique interior and exterior styling options to choose from. Both the Dolce and Competizione edition will be available by the end of 2022 or early 2023, depending on the supply chain situation. Now finally, we are super excited to announce the Pioneer series, which will be the first version that will be delivered to the end customers within this year. We have now more than 30,000 reservation holders waiting in line, and the fastest way to get your own Microlino is to choose a Pioneer series. The Pioneer series gives our supporters a way to have a unique version of the Microlino that will be steady in value for years to come. It will always and forever be the first series vehicle of the Microlino. What does the Pioneer series stand for and how does it look like? Let's have a look.
I've never seen anything quite like it before.
This is different.
When I look at it, I feel like it is smiling at me.
I can't really put it into
C'est
words.
l'incarnation du futur.
Io vorrei provarci.
This is not a car.
It's a Pioneer.
The Pioneer series is for all of those who want to make a statement for a change. A statement that you can do more with less. A statement that in today's world, it's not about how much power your car has, but about how few resources it consumes. A statement that you care. The Pioneer series will come in two distinct colors, Torino Aluminum and Atlantis Blue. Both of them perfectly signify the soul of the Microlino, a retro charm with a modern look. Atlantis Blue, with its glossy body color and white roof, signifies the more retro side of the Microlino, while Torino Aluminum, with its brushed aluminum-like body and black glossy roof, signifies the more modern and futuristic soul. The Pioneer series will be limited to 999 vehicles as an homage to our first innovation that our father brought out in 1999, the Micro Kick Scooter. Each vehicle has a unique number that is visible on the inside. All of the Pioneer series are equipped with a 10.5 kilowatt-hour battery that will get you up to 177 kilometers of range. They all have the sunroof for the ultimate summer feeling, premium vegan leather and velour interior, and portable Bluetooth speakers that seamlessly connect to your phone. Now, although the Pioneer series is a curated version by us, there is one option you can opt for: the Pioneer membership. Over these years, we realized that especially the first customers want to get much more insight behind the scenes and be much more involved into the process. And with the Pioneer membership, we wanted to give them something that you cannot get with any other car manufacturer. Now, let's see what you can get with this Pioneer membership. First of all, of course, you will have a prioritized delivery. And so you will get a Microlino even faster than anyone else. You will also have the chance to visit us in our factory and even lay hands on the assembly line and assemble a part of a Microlino yourself, if that's something that you would like to experience. You will be invited to all our Pioneer member events, which is something we will continually expand over the next couple of months. You will have the possibility to get flying doctor visits for any minor checkups on your vehicle right at your home. You can get discounts on all current and future accessories of the Microlino, and you will also get special service deals that we will announce later this year. And last but not least, you will always be prioritized for any future Microlino or any other product like the Microletta that you would like to purchase from us. And once you would like to buy a new Microlino in a couple of years, we will give you special trade-in deals valid only for Pioneer members. With the Pioneer membership, you support us even more in creating a more sustainable and space-saving mobility for the future. This year only, it will be a €1,999 contribution that will give you a lifelong membership. For those that would like to join next year, they can do so at an annual subscription of €1,000 per year. Now to the final question. When can you finally get your Microlino? This has been made more difficult due to the ongoing supply chain crisis in the automotive industry. We have simply no visibility sometimes when we get certain crucial components, and even if we get them, we have to pay more for them than originally planned. In addition, we have now also more than 30,000 reservation holders, and although this makes us extremely happy, it is also a challenge to satisfy everyone and to make sure that nobody has to wait too long.
Despite the challenges we are facing, we are super proud that we will unlock the configurator within the next couple of days. Customers from Switzerland will be able to make a down payment to secure their spot on the waiting list. Anyone from Switzerland choosing a Pioneer series will certainly be one of our first customers to receive a Microlino. Even more so if you decide to opt for the Pioneer series membership. Customers from other countries will have to be a bit more patient and will most likely need to wait until 2023. We are certainly trying our best to ramp up the production as fast as possible, despite the extreme difficulties we are facing right now. Thank you for your support, and let's change urban mobility together.